All right. So someone wrote in and said that they'd watched our video about talking about conflicts.
We love when you write in.
Yes.
Keep writing in.
And she said it actually went really well. She had a friend. They'd broken up, had a fight. And
Her advice was helpful?
Yes. Oh, my goodness. And she used our discussion about difficult conversation to... I was just trying to make sure we're even. And the conversation actually went really well. So they kind of broke up, but it's been surprisingly normal and easy.
They broke up as friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they see each other in social contexts. And because there hasn't been all this animosity, because they had the difficult conversation and they talked about the difficult things, they're actually cordial when they see each other. Okay. And so this person's saying, when I see them, it's really felt weird for me, like hard to give up on her as a friend because things are so easy. Like she thinks, like part of her is like, if it's that easy, why can't we be friends, even though we broke up? This is Reid from readaboutsex.com.
It's Cathy from the intimacydojo.com.
And what are your thoughts?
The main thing is, just because things are going well doesn't mean you're supposed to be friends. And it takes two to tango, right? Like you might want to dance with your partner, with your friend, but if they don't want to dance with you, like you can
if you have the habit of being friends, like, and you have a lot of history and things are relatively easy, it's natural to feel like why.
What I would do is I would remember why you broke up in the first place, and then use those feelings of, longing, like longing in a good way, like, oh, this is so easy, why can't we? Use that to really anchor and appreciate in a really healthy, nostalgic way how awesome your ex-friend is and who they are as a person.
I also... I didn't interrupt you.
Yeah, and then I would go back to remember why you broke up in the first place, because there was a reason you had the breakup conversation. Just because it went well and you're both decent human beings out in your social sphere and it's easy doesn't mean you're supposed to get back together as friends.
Right. There's another possibility is that deconstructing what the friendship meant to you. And for example, I had a boyfriend, we broke up, and we kind of cleaned things up, and after a while we'd see each other and there was still that, like, it was really easy. And it wasn't a yes for us to be in relationship anymore, like romantic relationship, but there were things that were valuable. So it might be that maybe she's not the deep friend that you're going to tell every deep story to, but maybe there's room for movie buddies or coffee, or like my boyfriend and I became pretty good friends. Like we could talk to each other and turn to each other. We had all that continued history that we could lean on for that, but it wasn't right for us to be that kind of...
different kinds of... Be different kinds of friends. This is also really interesting is if you've only ever had breakups with friends, or even like with romantic partners, go horribly, welcome to having a good breakup.
Congratulations.
And because it went well, isn't necessarily a signal you're destined to be back together as the kinds of friends or the romantic relationship that you had. So I would say put more crayons in your friend crayon box about what and how. And what a blessing to live a life where you're surrounded by people that you've cared about, and you don't have to like banish each other from your social setting. And so, I would go with the crayons, more crayons in the friend crayon box.
Yeah, and maybe look at what aspects of it. If, say, you were like best buddies, always in each other's pocket, that may not work, but you could still like, hey, let's get together for the movies maybe once a week.
And I would look at what did you get, what needs were you getting met with that particular friend crayon, and your longing might be that you haven't had a quote-unquote replace where you get those needs met from, and so you're kind of like starving. You have a craving, and because things are going well, it's like, well, why can't we do that together? So look at that too and see if you can get those needs met from other friends, because maybe you need a replacement crayon, which sounds maybe that's not the right way to say it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we hope this helped. We really appreciate you writing in. We're so glad the video we sent out helped you with that.
Yeah, awesome. Way to go. Yeah, you're awesome. Everyone who leaves a comment's awesome. Even listeners. You're awesome too.